They submitted no report this month.
Historical Commission report, Mr. Haggis.
He did not submit a report this month.
Tax collector report.
Tax collector's report for May 2018. Borough taxes collected, real estate taxes collected, $171,107.59. Fire tax collected, $5,437.62. Library tax collected, $2,724.16. Trash fee collected, $58,119.60. And sewer fee collected, $92,598.62.
Library report. William Penn School District report, School Board Director.
That's you.
Mayor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joi Hopkins. I am representing Darby Borough, the 3rd District. I am actually very new. So if you have any questions after I give this report, because I wasn't prepared to give it, after I give the report, if you could just write the questions down and then I can take it back and get your answers, I would appreciate that so much because I'm not prepared to answer any questions. But what I want to say is that on Monday, our past meeting, the school board spoke about the deficit of $1.9 million of William Penn School District. The proposal is to have a school tax increase, proposing 3.2%. Before I continue my report, I'm gonna have to ask you also to forgive me for wearing sunglasses. I have a concussion, so I have to wear the glasses because of the light. So with the 3.2%, I wanted to come and present that to Darby Borough because my vote is no. But I wanted to hear the voice of the people before I give my vote. I don't want to vote what Joi wants. I want to vote what the people want. So I wanted to present that to the folks that are here representing here. Also, if, and I'm using the word if the board passes to have a tax increase, 3.2% I think is astronomical. From what I'm reading, from what I'm hearing rather, from the school board manager, I think possibly maybe 2.8%. That still will leave the school board in a hole, but I think maybe 2.8%. And that's all I wanted, but I just wanted, and my ask of you is if you could attend the school board meeting on Monday. 6:30 is the pre-session and 7:30 is the meeting, and it's at the school board administration building in Lansdowne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting in for Dory. Okay, ordinance and zoning. There were some things I had concern about that I already talked to the borough manager. We just gotta get the people not to park on our sidewalks because it's breaking our sidewalks. And Chief is going to address that at a later time. That's all I have right now. Yes. Yes.
I have something I'd like to do this year. I'd like to send these out to everybody in the borough, every household, and every landlord. It would be a double-sided letter. Double-sided letter. The main side would be basically addressing the common driveways. So it's basically telling property owners, landlords, and tenants that the common driveways is the responsibility of the property owners. And what we would do is give the property owners 60 days to repair the hazardous condition in the rear alleyway, potholes and so forth. But in return, cold patch is cheap. It's not expensive to get a ton of cold patch. For small repairs, I'm not talking about buckets and buckets of cold patch. I'm talking about maybe a sand bucket here and there. We would offer that to the borough residents free of charge, maybe a bucket so they can fix some certain areas to help. But the craters, they gotta be done properly. So what we could do is we could set up a time and a date where they could pick up the cold patch and we could be there. They gotta present identification, where they live, and we can give them a bucket of cold patch for free. But, they gotta go do the work. So that's one of the things. And then, 60 days go. So after the first 30 days are up, we'll go out, we'll drive around each alleyway. We'll find out who didn't do anything. And then we will do individual letters for each property owner that hasn't even made an attempt to do anything. Give them an additional 30 days. And they'll get that letter saying you have 30 more days to repair the common driveway. And in that letter will be a different letter, and it'll state to them that if it's not done now in 30 days, then the citation process will begin. So basically, you're getting 60 days to fix the rear alleyway. And then on the reverse side is just a few reminders from the Darby Borough Code Department. It starts off with responsibility. You're responsible for the structure, the exterior of your property. It talks about sanitation, it talks about weeds, it talks about accessory structures, detached garage, fences, walls, that they gotta be maintained and in good repair. It talks about motor vehicles. It talks about having identification, your house numbers. It's very important, especially for the fire companies and the police cars, especially in the rear alleyways if the emergency vehicles are going up the rear alleyways. It talks about about trash containers. That you have to have a trash container. You can't just have trash bags out in the rear. Talks about dog waste. You can't just let dogs walk around and go to the bathroom on other people's property without cleaning it up. And it talks about mattresses. It talks about your new ordinance that we have on mattresses, that they have to be in a plastic bag. You can't just dump mattresses, and there is a fine. So if this is something you want to do, we can produce these.
Yes.
It'd be just like this. So once you get it, you just read it. And if you're all right with the cold patch idea, we can get that rolling. And we can store it down the highway garage, and we can pick a date when we can do it, and then we're gonna start from there. It starts almost as like a violation notice, but we've been, look, it's not, I'm saying we've been overwhelmed, but we've been busy. Like, we've probably issued another 150 to 200 citations for people not cutting their grass. So, it's been busy. So I think this is a good thing to get out, and I think we took the few reminders I took. This is our main complaint: sanitation, grass, motor vehicles, dog waste, and trash cans. And mattresses has been big for us lately. So you can go anywhere and find a mattress. So, and I think the rear alleyways, it's a good way to start to address it. So, but it won't only go to the tenants. It's also going to go to the landlords. So it's going to be a double mailing. So.
Yeah.
If you're all right with it, we can get it out. We're June 20th. We'll probably, by the time we print them and everything else, we'll probably get them out starting, we'll say July 1st. I'd like to start on the 1st of the month, and then we can go right through there.
Council, do you agree to this letter being sent out?
I have one question. Is there a possibility of using bulk mail?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I would ask just for two motions. One motion would be to authorize the expenditure to do the bulk mailing of these letters, and then the second motion would be authorization to do a purchase of cold patch.
So I need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to do the bulk mail.
Motion's been made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Your second one?
The second motion would be the authorization to purchase cold patch.
So moved.
It's been made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.